Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology.
Sure.
Joining me here... Okay, well, settle down in the classroom, please.
Sorry.
If you could.
Corbin, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a thing here that I do. It helps me get in the spirit of the class.
I was just trying to be polite, you know.
Okay, all right.
You do a lot of the
Anyways,
talking here.
so that was Corbin. He's our trainer in
You didn't
training.
even say hello. You just said sure.
Yeah, he didn't even say hello.
Oh, hi. What's up, everyone?
Yeah, that's Corbin. I guess I'll introduce him first. He's our trainer in training here in the classroom.
All right.
And he's doing okay, I guess. He could do better. Technically, he's not passing the class at the moment, but whatever. We'll see.
I'm close. I'm like 0.5 points away.
Yeah, you are very close. But also here in the classroom today is my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, you've been very polite.
You,
okay, except there you did just interrupt me, so now I take that back.
Oh no, Professor!
But nobody is polite today. Nobody's getting the polite star that I give out.
You've never given that out once.
I give it out every class. You just never gotten it. It's always gone to Mr. Curtis.
That's a lie.
Because of how rude you are.
Well, you haven't announced it.
What? Well, yeah, I know, because it's supposed to be a secret.
Okay, well, this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, now the secret's spoiled, I guess. So now everybody's gonna be trying super hard to get the politeness star.
Well, how can virtual students get the politeness star?
All right, but we don't talk about... Listen. Stars are secondary in this classroom. We give out a lot of gold stars, but that's secondary. Primary in this classroom is Pokemon and their biology. Does anybody know who we're going to be talking about today?
I think it's a bug type today.
It's not. Incorrect.
Okay.
Oh, are you sure it can't be a bug type today?
Wait, hold on. It's not a bug type?
It's
because they're far superior.
Maybe, but we have to learn about all Pokemon, Mr. Curtis.
Well, then if it's not a bug type...
The inferior ones.
Okay, well, that definitely narrows it down, so it's gotta be...
Kinda.
Rowlet.
It doesn't... No, I mean, while that's not a bug type, it's not who we're talking about. I guess I'll give you a hint. It's a ground type.
Oh!
We haven't talked about many of those.
Golem?
Did you say Golem?
Mm-hmm.
The Pokemon that we already talked about?
Oh, we did. Oh.
Yeah.
What about, Oh, no, that's not a ground type.
Say it. Say it, Mr. Curtis.
I was gonna say Starmie, but that's a water type. It's not a ground type.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, very much not.
Well, that's why I said I wasn't gonna say it.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Looks like you guys are floundering a little bit.
I think it's that's a key. It's Flounderon.
No.
Yeah,
it's everybody's favorite Pokemon, Flounderon.
It sounds like a Pokemon to me.
It does.
I got it
because it ends in on. Yes.
It's Vibrava.
Vibrava. That's a ground type.
Vibrava, I think, is how it's pronounced. And no.
Vibrava.
No. That is a ground type, though, I think. But it's also... Isn't it also... No, is it flying? I can't remember what's other type.
I think it's ice, flying, and ground.
Okay, no, it's dragon.
Is it dragon?
Dragon and ground.
I know Flygon.
No,
is
it's ice, water, and fire. No, and ground.
Oh wow!
Ice, it's at least three. Is there like any triple typing Pokemon?
No.
Have you learned about them yet? No.
Nope. There aren't any, so we never will. Okay. All right. We're losing track of what we're supposed to be talking about. I'm just gonna tell you, we're learning about Cubone today.
Oh.
You guys know about Cubone? It's a little bit of a rare Pokemon, especially in this area. You don't really see them.
Do I know much about a Cubone? No. Have I heard a bunch about a Cubone?
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would hope so, Mr. Curtis, considering you've taken this class several times.
6.
What just mean outside of class?
This is 7.
I
this
hear
is
them
7.
a lot.
7, yeah. Maybe he'll pass it this time.
Mm. Well, he has passed it. He just wants to.
Oh,
take
has
it
he?
again.
Oh, sorry. That's the all blurs together into one. It's hard
Not
to remember.
every time, but some of the times I have passed it.
You'd think after you passed it once, you'd be able to get it from there on.
Well, but then you change the rules and makes it all throws the twist on me every time.
Yeah, but the Pokemon are the same.
Well,
except for the new ones that get added
registered.
in.
so it's not at all the same then.
No, I guess not. All right. So, Mr. Kirsch, you were saying you've heard a lot about Cubone. Is that true?
Yes, well, much more accurately, I've heard a lot from Cubone.
What?
I hear them a lot. They make a lot. They make a lot of noise.
Oh.
I guess so.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are known to be heavy criers.
And whiners.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say whiner.
Criers, whiners.
I feel like they have a lot to cry about.
So this is something that I can identify with as a Pokemon, you know.
Kinda. They have lost a parent.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There's a lot to pull from there.
Yeah.
The difference is my dad left willingly, which is arguably worse.
How do you know it was willing?
I don't know the answers.
Yeah, maybe he had
had no other choice.
Made some deals with some of the wrong people. Now he's gotta leave to protect you, huh? Maybe that's.
Listen, last I heard from my dad, it was in Mega Gigantamax Gengar's mouth. That's all I remember.
Mega Gigantamax.
Okay, sorry, it was Gigantamax. I think it wasn't
oh
Mega.
Yes, and that also wasn't your dad. It was Gengar playing tricks on you.
Oh,
because even though people say its mouth is a passageway to the afterlife, it's not true. It just like, I don't know, stories and fairy tales.
Stories, folklore, if you will, yeah.
Just that Gengar can read your mind and make its voice sound like your dead and dying family. Or, I guess, Spinarak's in Mr. Curtis's
case, yeah.
My true family.
True family.
Does Cubone do the same thing?
What, that
can it make
Gengar
you
does?
hallucinate and cry? Like, what's the deal with it crying? You said something about it losing a parent?
Yes, apparently.
Oh, shut up.
It lost a parent. Man, that joke I feel like didn't really
didn't resonate.
Fit the scenario.
Yeah,
no, it was hilarious. It was funny. It's just, talking about dead parents and all. Yeah, every Cubone has a dead mom, and it's a really sad thing. We'll learn a little bit more about that as we go on, but since we've all heard so much about them, let's put a face to the voice, right? Let's take a look.
Sure. Yeah.
I believe it or not, I have a Cubone here with me today. I know it's rare that I bring a Pokemon to the lessons, but I have one.
Haha, it's funny because you do.
I do, yeah. All right, so here is a Cubone.
Oh, hi, little guy. Oh, that's loud. Oh, it's crying. It's really loud. That's
hey,
okay.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy. We've all have dead parents.
My parents are still alive.
Mr. Curtis, do you even have parents? What's the deal there?
Yeah. I've well, I mean, 2 out of my 3 are gone now, but I still got one.
Oh,
good.
Okay. Well, Cubone, it's okay.
All right, so while it's crying here, can you maybe describe to me what this Cubone, like, what do you notice about the Cubone?
Well, I mean, it looks like is something wrong with it? It looks like its whole skull is exposed.
So that's not its skull. That's its mother's skull.
What?
Yeah, so when its mom dies, it takes the mom's skull and puts it on its head.
Wow,
I guess as like a tribute or like for her memory.
That feels more like a trophy than a tribute.
You think the Cubone killed its own mother?
I mean, okay, a tribute's like, oh, it has like a locket of its mom, not like, yeah, it's my mom's head I'm carrying around with me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you and Cubone think a little bit differently.
Right. Well, it's kind of sweet in a way. It's a little endearing, but yeah, other than that, it almost looks like a Charmander in the body, but without a tail.
Charmander in the body and
whoa, Cubone has a tail.
I didn't say it didn't. Oh, sorry, without fire tail. That's what I meant to say. Fire tail.
Oh, okay.
Tail.
Yeah, I was
it doesn't
say, it has a tail.
No, it's got a tail, but it looks like stature-wise, it's like a little bit shorter than Charmander.
Yeah.
Got kind of a white cream colored belly, and its body is brown.
It's a Charmander in the body and a dust skull on the face.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But it's got a bone it's holding. So is that also its mom's like femur or something? Or what is that?
Yes, I believe it is. It does. I don't think it really specifies who the bone belongs to in Cubone's Pokedex entries, but
that's the trophy. That's the trophy.
No, it's a weapon. It's a weapon.
Oh, okay, all right.
But we'll learn more about that in the next lesson, which is on Marowak. So,
Okay.
bless you, Mr. Curtis.
Oh, thank you.
Now he's crying again. Oh,
May good,
you
may the
scared
good
him.
Lord Marquis bless you.
I'm so sorry, Cubone.
It's okay, Calvin. Oh, you're so sweet.
But do you hear that? Isn't it like Dad is crying a lot? But isn't it kind of like, I don't know? It's kind of like a beautiful tone to it, right?
I mean,
It's like mellow and somber.
I'm not really hearing it.
It's really musical.
I mean, I guess a little bit if you listen carefully, but I mean, is there somebody who can take this little guy? I just don't like. Where'd you get him from? Is he alone? Like, I mean, like, is there somebody that can take care of him? Can I take care of him? I need a Pokemon.
No, and first of all, it's my Pokemon. All right, so
okay.
if anybody's gonna take care of him, it's gonna be me.
That's right. And if he doesn't take care of him, he goes to my uncle up region. So.
I don't think that Pokemon is breeding ready, Mr. Curtis.
I mean,
But
all
yeah, you're
Pokemon
right.
can breed at any point. Even right out of the egg, they can start making more eggs.
That feels predatory.
This is a documented
I don't
fact.
like that. That feels predatory.
It's a documented fact. It's science.
But you're correct, Professor. He does somewhat have some tonalness to his cries, but I think you're also hearing some stuff out from in the hallway too.
I do hear that. Who left the door open?
Oh, sorry, that was me. That was me. I'll close.
Yeah,
that.
go
Sorry.
ahead. Go up there and close it,
Corbin.
Corbin, please, if you
Sorry.
could.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Oh, geez. It looks like is that a Jigglypuff?
Yeah. Hey, is that Shaq?
When did? Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Shakira, aka Shaq, the Jigglypuff that ran loose throughout the school. That, in case students didn't remember.
I completely forgot that through our Pokemon ineptitude, we allowed our Jigglypuff to escape after it knocked us unconscious with its singing.
Yeah.
Oh, Shaq. How's it going, buddy?
Hey.
Put it there.
Hi, girl. Hi. Oh, what a.
She seems to be really into Cubone's song.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, if she sings, then
Wow.
we gotta, we gotta cover our ears or something because I don't want to.
Yeah, cover your ears. Although you can really kind of see that, she's starting to give our Cubone here some like vocal direction, right? I think he's learning a lot from her.
Oh, that's kind of
I
cool.
would say so.
I didn't know Shaq was also a music teacher.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shaq wears many hats.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Maybe what? Hey,
Hey,
maybe
that's
we
my
should-
hat. Hey, get that off your head. Remember, I told you guys that I sell hats to provide for my family. Well, you have to pay for it, Shaq. Give it to me.
Wow. I think the Cubone's really starting to look up to Shaq. I mean, first of all, it's cry singing, sing crying, whatever. It's gotten a lot better. Like it's a lot more rich.
Right.
More,
Right,
you
and
know.
listen to that harmony with the Jigglypuff. They're just
Oh
really
my gosh. Wow, it's so beautiful to
The
listen to.
Jigglypuff is not singing because we would be asleep right now. Okay, that's in your head.
they-
Well,
Curtis.
no. Just because Jigglypuff sings doesn't mean it automatically puts us to sleep.
Right. I mean, I thought that was how that worked all the time.
It can sing at the same wavelength as as a sleeping brain. It doesn't always do.
So
that.
this song is a different wavelength then. Okay, cool.
Sure, I would suppose.
But now that you say it, I'm getting kind of sleepy.
All right.
You should-
Oh, okay, but it does look okay. It looks like Shaq is taking Cubone out of the room. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I like the confidence. I like the confidence that Shaq gave Cubone. So go ahead, Shaq. Take Cubone away. Maybe teach him up a little bit. Get some good vocal range out of him. I guess I don't know.
Oh, you're just gonna let Shaq just kidnap this baby? That's not.
It's not kidnapping. First of all, Cubone
looking out for him.
I think honestly, if you look at it, Cubone is starting to look at this Jigglypuff.
Well, I mean, he has stopped crying. He looks pretty happy.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs a mother.
Cubone was pretty lonely. So
Yeah, I don't like how he's looking at Jigglypuff's head though, head and face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
he's kind of like
we need to keep this new mom intact at all costs.
he's kind of like taking his hands and like kind of like sizing up the Jigglypuff's head, and then kind of like bringing them back to his head.
Oh yeah, like prepping in
kinda
case like the Jigglypuff dies and like will the skull fit
getting
on
the
his
skull
head. It's gonna be
size
a little
about
big for you. It's gonna be a little big for you. So let's
Let's keep an eye on Shaq.
Let's keep an eye on Shaq for two reasons. Number one, I don't want this Cubone to lose another mother, and number two, you're not gonna be able to cover your face with a skull that size. It's too big for you, buddy. It's not gonna look good. Not gonna look good.
Okay, they're heading out. If you could shut the door now, so we can have like less interruptions.
I got it.
Corbin.
I got
Or-
it, Professor.
Okay.
Or Mr. Curtis
All
or
right.
whatever.
You got it.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to read some Pokedex entries?
You know what? Yeah.
All right, that's all I need. Mr. Curtis doesn't need to. I know he's always ready.
I'm always ready.
Always.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
All right. Starting in the Kanto region, the first entry here says, because it never removes its skull helmet, no one has ever seen this Pokemon's real face.
Not even researchers? Nobody has seen it?
Or has nobody seen a Cubone before its mom died?
Yeah, that was my question. Cubone is born. Mom isn't always just immediately dead, though, right? Like, there's got to be a
Do they
time...
die during childbirth or something? Because, like, it's not a Cubone then unless it has the skull on its head. So does that mean that any Cubone that's not, that its mom is still alive is not a Cubone? How does that work?
I don't know. Because from what I've seen, it comes out of the egg wearing the skull.
Wait, what?
From what I've seen, when it hatches from the egg, it already has the skull on its head.
I don't know about that. I've never seen that. I also haven't seen a lot.
I've seen a lot of Cubones coming out of eggs. So.
Right.
Yeah, so I think we can defer to my expertise here, Corbin.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. I'll listen.
Yeah. Well,
all right. Next entry. Oh, yes. Okay. No, please go ahead, Mr. Curtis.
I was gonna say maybe the egg is never laid.
What? Explain.
Yeah.
Expand on that.
Yeah. The mom dies, egg's still in there. Eventually the egg hatches, Cubone comes out right into the skull of the dead mom, and never.
Oh God.
There's never a time where he isn't without the skull,
Okay. But we know for a fact that the Cubone at least has known its mother, because it mourns the mother. So it must have known the mother at some point.
Right. So, okay. What happens is, does the mom only live, a certain period of time until after the baby's born or something?
I don't know. That's a deep question. We're going to have to look more into that as we go on. We'll see if there's any more light on the subject.
Yes.
This next entry says, where's the skull of its deceased mother? Its cries echo inside the skull and come out as a sad melody.
Oh.
Yeah, sad, somber, but beautiful.
In a way, at first it was kind of harsh. Then I got kind of used to it, and I was like, "This is actually beautiful." Yeah, for sure.
All right, the last Kanto entry says, always wears the skull of its deceased mother on its head and never shows its face. It cries mournfully in the moonlight.
Oh.
Moonlight is just another added sadness factor there.
Yeah, it doesn't cry in the sunlight. That's not edgy enough.
No, it's too broken to be out in the light of the sun. It must be underneath the dark sky.
Oh God, man,
so deep.
This really is such a metal Pokemon if you think about it.
It is. Absolutely it is.
It's hardcore for sure.
Very hardcore.
Yes.
All right, so moving on to the Johto region. The first entry says, if it is sad or lonely, the skull it wears shakes and emits a plaintive and mournful sound.
Yeah. We heard that.
That makes it sound like whenever it's sad, the skull itself starts to shake.
I think it's the sound of the cries bouncing off the walls of the skull. Kind of creates a weird tone.
No, I know that. But it doesn't.
It doesn't sound like you do,
Well, okay, yeah, but let me read the entry again. It says, if it is sad or lonely, the skull it wears shakes and emits a plaintive or mournful sound. There's no mention of any crying going on.
Oh, you're okay.
It just makes it sound like, if the Cubone is feeling lonely, it's gonna make the skull start to shake.
Well, it rattles. It's kind of a rattling sound.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The next entry says, it always wears the skull of its dead mother, so no one has any idea what its hidden face looks like.
No one. No one's ever seen it as it's been born and didn't have a skull first.
I know. You'd think we would have seen it by now, but we haven't. Nobody's done that research yet. To be fair, Cubone is kind of one of those Pokemon that researchers have kind of forgotten about, I guess.
Oh, how could you forget? That's terrible. I love Cubone. I don't know how anybody could forget about him.
Okay, all right. Well, why don't you marry him?
No.
Oh,
That's not nice.
Got him.
Good one.
Not nice.
Okay. The next entry says, it lost its mother after its birth. I mean...
Told you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously. Because it can't lose its mother before birth, because then it wouldn't be alive.
Right.
Right?
Right. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, unless it's, the situation that I proposed earlier, but,
Yeah, I suppose. Well, it's clearly not that, Curtis, because
No.
it does say it lost its mother after its birth. Not it doesn't say when after, just sometime after its birth.
It could have been a week, a day, an hour. It literally, it doesn't really say.
a second.
Yeah. Anyways, it lost its mother after its birth. It wears its mother's skull, never revealing its true face. Yep.
You hate to see it.
All right. Hoenn region. Hate to see it, can't see it because it's covering its face.
Right.
Cubone pines for the mother it will never see again. Seeing a likeness of its mother in the full moon, it cries. The stains on the skull the Pokemon wears are made by the tears it sheds.
Oh, so
Oof.
it looks at the moon, and the moon sometimes has like different, crevices and stuff like that. It could resemble the skull of its mom, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not the skull of its mom, but like its mother's likeness.
Well, yeah, its mom. I mean, its mom wears a skull too of its mom, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So what came first? What came first, the skull or the Cubone? Because what
came first, the mom or the skull?
I mean, yeah, it's an age-old question,
Here's another question: could the mom have two skulls? Could the mom have two skulls?
No.
Well, yeah. Well, it definitely does. It has its own skull and its mother's skull.
Yeah,
So
but
that's two
it's who
skulls.
started the whole I'm gonna take my mom's skull and wear it on myself now. Who started
and how
that?
can they know? How can they know that the skull that they take is the mother's skull and not their grandmother's skull?
And how does this even race proliferate if there's only one baby per one mom?
Oh yeah, do they only have? They don't have clutches or anything?
Yeah, that's a good question, Mr. Curtis, because it's not like they can split up the skull. And
Well, that's why I
share
think it dies
amongst
after
them.
childbirth. It's childbirth that kills it because it can only have one. It literally, physically can only have one baby because it dies.
But it can't die after childbirth because the baby Cubone knows the mother enough to mourn it and know what its likeness
maybe
is
it's
like.
some reaction where it's it's no longer fertile or something after the first baby's born. Maybe it's just maybe it's a biological thing with Cubone or Marowak or whoever gives birth to the Cubone, that once it's born, the mother no longer has the genetic means. It's the body is tapped out. No more babies.
Maybe the Cubone kills its mom after it's born.
All right, let's
And
settle
then
down there.
And then its sadness is the remorse.
Let's not. Okay, let's not.
Yeah. After its bloodlust has subsided, it's like, what have I done?
What have I
Oh
done?
God! No! I must take this skull and wear it as a reminder of my crimes.
So it is a trophy.
No, it's a reminder.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. The next entry here, from the Hoenn region says, it wears the skull of its dead mother on its head. When it becomes lonesome, it is said to cry loudly.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That does it for the Hoenn region. Moving on to the Sinnoh region. There's only one here. It says, when it thinks of its dead mother, it cries. Its crying makes the skull it wears rattle hollowly.
Hollowly, yes.
Rattle, shaker, and pop.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
What was that?
Rattle, shake, and
No, you did. That's not what you said. You said shakel.
Rattle, shakel,
rattle,
pop.
shaker, and pop.
Yeah, you definitely said shakel in there.
Rice Krispies. I don't know. What?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anyways, that does it for the Sinnoh region. Nice, quick to the point there, Sinnoh. Thank you very much. Nothing for Unova, at least nothing new anyways. Same for Kalos. Moving on to the Alola region.
Ooh.
The first entry here says, when it thinks of its deceased mother, it weeps loudly. Mandibuzz that hear its cries will attack it from the air.
You know what?
Oh, wait, what?
I now have a least favorite Pokemon.
That's pretty messed up.
Mandibuzz, you are a... trying to keep the class clean.
Yeah, please keep it PG.
Sorry.
What a stinky bird you are.
Stinky flying
Stinky bird Pokemon. You're a...
Corbin.
Stinky bird.
All right, the next entry says the skull it wears on its head is that of its dead mother. According to some, it will evolve when it comes to terms with the pain of her death.
Accepting the pain. Wow.
Yes. And that's not something you can rush. Everybody gets there at their own time. Everybody heals from trauma.
Yep.
Sure, yeah.
But I think this further goes to prove that it has to know its mother, right? To have this,
Yeah, of course.
this trauma. It's not the mom doesn't die in childbirth. Some Mama Cubones / Marowaks are horribly accident prone, I think, is what happens. And they just, they'll just be walking and like a safe will fall on them from a window or something.
Yeah, like an anvil will drop from the sky. Ha ha ha. No, it's die during childbirth.
No, it can't. That can't be true.
Give it a month. A month after childbirth, it dies. It look, when it gives birth, it makes it prone to infection. It gets an infection every single time, 100% of the time, and then it dies in a month or two.
Sure, maybe. All right, the next entry says, at night it weeps loudly for its dead mother, but those cries only attract its natural enemy, Mandibuzz. That's so brutal. That's so horrible.
It's already the lonely Pokemon, and then you're just gonna prey on it? Like, that's messed up, man.
Yeah, and I love how all the other Pokemon hear, like, Cubone crying, and they're like, shut up!
That's awful.
They don't care. They don't even go to check on it.
No.
Except for Mandibuzz, who's like, dinner time.
Tasty.
Except for Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq recognized the Cubone's pure talent, so.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, the last entry here from the Alola region says, it wears its mother's skull on its head, so no one knows what its bare face looks like. However, it's clear that it's always crying.
Clearly,
Right,
yes.
Thanks. Yes, that is pretty clear. It has stains on its skull head.
And rattling.
Rattling.
The incessant rattling.
The rattling.
And the echoes of the cries. All right, that does it for the Alola region. Let's move on to the Galar region. The first entry says, when the memory of its departed mother brings it to tears, its cries echo mournfully within the skull it wears on its head.
Ooh.
That it pried from her cold, dead body.
Yeah.
Sorry, I added that part.
Okay,
that last part was me. All right, and then the last entry from the Galar region says, this Cubone wears the skull of its deceased mother. Sometimes Cubone's dreams make it cry, but each tear Cubone sheds makes it stronger.
Yo.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
With how often it cries, though, I mean, it must be like one of the most powerful Pokemon.
I mean, I'm sure it's only like a marginal increase in its power. It's like a very small, fractional increase.
Even if it went up one power level every time it shed a tear, still goes through a lot of tears. Just saying.
I mean, what is a power level if you think about it?
I mean, yeah.
If you don't think about it too hard though.
I won't. Don't worry.
Think about it a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right, it's done.
A little bit, but not too hard.
Okay. All right, that does it for the regional Pokedex entries. I have 2 unique Pokedex entries here. The first one, now this is actually kind of interesting. This is a new person. Comes to us from Dexter.
Who?
It doesn't say Dexter's Pokedex. It does just say
Is this
Dexter.
a nickname? Is this a nickname of a guy that likes the Pokedex or something?
Maybe.
Is that what they call Pokedex nerds, like Dexter?
This guy's a real Dexter.
This guy's a Dexter. He's a nerd.
Anyways, it comes to us from Dexter. A ground-type Pokemon, Cubone, has earned its classification as the lonely Pokemon from its usual attitude of caring only for itself. Whoa. Okay, now hold on.
Well, that's kind of brutal.
that's kind of different from what we've learned so far.
It's kind of mean, Dexter. You're my least favorite human. You're right there with Mandibuzz. It's my least favorite Pokemon.
But I mean, it is all about like, oh, I'm so sad. My mom died.
It's really in its feels. Although, can you blame it? Its mom died.
That's what I'm saying. Curtis, as somebody who has lost a parent, I need you to empathize, okay? I get it. All right? Do you not get it?
I mean, my mama is so sad. Well. I've had 2 parents die, okay?
You don't hear him complaining about it.
Curtis, is not there's not a contest. I don't know why you held up that badge. What is that? Why do you have 2 badges? You made badges for when your parents died? What does that mean?
It's my testament to their honor.
Okay.
Badges are more awards, but yeah.
That does look like an award. It looks like a little ribbon that you pin to yourself. It's weird, man.
Yeah, it's a little strange. You just wear that at the funeral? Oh, weird. All
right. This Pokedex entry from Dexter really sounds like somebody who was, given a minor inconvenience from a Cubone at some point, and they're like, this Pokemon only cares about itself. I hate it.
You know what, Dexter? You're a piece of... Keep it clean.
Hey, Corbin.
I didn't say anything.
You're doing well. You're doing well this lesson.
We've gotten complaints from other students' parents, so we got to be clean with this.
from Mr. Corbin's dirty mouth.
It was my mom. My mom complained. She told us to stop swearing in front of me.
What? I never swore. I've never said a bad word in my life.
Yeah.
I take made up words that only have meanings that we prescribe to them very seriously, all right?
All right. Well, I mean, not all right. I've heard some naughty words from you.
All right. There's one more unique entry here. It comes to us from Go's Rotom phone, which we're all considering as a Pokedex at this point. Go. In his Rotom
I'm not leaving. You can't tell me to...
Go. Sir,
no.
Go.
No.
Pokemon, go.
Well...
Phone.
No.
Rotom.
No.
Rotom. Go's Rotom phone.
Rotom.
Anyways, it's...
Sorry.
Phone. I don't think this is funny to literally anybody else.
Okay, who is this guy?
I don't know, but he has a unique Pokedex, and I'm going to read the entry. Cubone, the Lonely Pokemon, a ground type. Cubone wears a skull as a helmet, concealing its face as it sheds tears for its long-lost mother. Now, everything we've heard from this entry would make me think that Cubone's mother is still alive, right? It doesn't say from its dead mother, and it doesn't say that the skull that it's wearing is its mother's skull. Right?
But it says it mourns its mother, so that means it's got to be dead.
No, it says, okay, Cubone wears a skull as a helmet. No, we don't know whose skull it is. Concealing its face as it sheds tears for its long-lost mother. It doesn't mean she's dead. It just means that she's not there anymore.
But did another Pokedex entry say that was his mom's skull?
I mean, plenty of other Pokedex entries talk about how its mother is dead, and it mourns for it. For the mother.
No, but that was its mom's skull, specifically. That's the mom's skull.
If you had... Yes. Well, yes.
So Go's an idiot, and he's wrong. I'm just saying,
if you read this Pokedex entry and this Pokedex entry alone, you would think that its mom is still alive.
Sure, but Go doesn't know what he's talking about, all right? He's not a professor.
Go didn't write this. It's his Rotom phone. He didn't write it.
All right.
This is what his Rotom told him as he pointed it in the vague direction of a Cubone and said, "What's this?" And then the Rotom phone was like, "Oh, that's a Cubone. It's a lonely Pokemon."
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Anyway, so yeah, Cubone wears a skull as a helmet, concealing its face as it sheds tears for its long-lost mother. It cries loudly to express its loneliness. It also always carries a long, thick bone.
Yeah, we saw that. We don't know what, though.
Yeah, we saw. I think that's the first time that's actually been mentioned, actually.
Mm-hmm.
In any of these entries that it carries a bone with it.
I'm surprised that it's not been mentioned prior to this.
I know.
Yeah, it seems pretty integral to the whole Cubone aesthetic.
Well, yeah.
All right. So, guys, that does it for all the Pokedex entries on Cubone. You guys feel like you learned a lot today?
You know,
trying to gauge the lesson here.
I did. I felt like I learned a lot. I think some of the Pokedex entries were a little bit repetitive, but other than that,
yeah. Well, that's always the case.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe I should have really looked into that a little bit more before I committed to reading every Pokedex entry, huh?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so now it's time to move on with the lesson. It's time to test how much you've learned. You say you've learned a lot,
No,
but let's see.
Tests. No.
I think today, this Pokemon, has a very tragic backstory, and it's a somber, melodramatic tones to it. I think we should.
That's right. It's good that we just keep it very.
Oh yes, I'd rather do that.
I was gonna say keep it very academic. Write take a quiz. Maybe write a.
No, shut up.
A very.
This is not your class, Mr. Curtis. This is not your class.
Yeah,
Well,
this
I
is
don't
my
like
class,
getting it-
and I think, first of all, I think poems are very academic, so you should take that back. The written language is very important.
Right.
But I don't like getting in touch with emotions.
Professor, I think that is a very fair and equitable decision to have a poem today.
Thank you, Corbin. I'm excited to hear your poem. All right, so now remember, I don't have a rubric for this, so I guess it's really free form. This is kind of more of a participation.
It's not raining
kind of
much
thing.
outside. You said something about
I
participation?
didn't say precipitation.
Okay,
I
well,
said
that's why I heard precipitation. So
Very similar words. Always funny when somebody makes a joke about it. But no, I expect though, for you to talk a little bit about, what makes a Cubone, what we've learned here today.
Sure.
So I guess, take your time, write something nice out. It doesn't have to rhyme. It can be whatever kind of poem you want it to be.
All right, I'll try my best.
Okay. All right. So whenever you're ready, give me the heads up and I'll let you go.
Heads up, 7-Up.
Okay. All right. Corbin's ready. Mr. Curtis, are you ready?
I guess.
All right. Corbin, we'll start with you. Let's hear your poem.
All right, let's rock and roll. Here we go.
All right, I'm ready. I'm rocking and I'm rolling over here. But it's not a rock time, Corbin.
This is a serious poem. This poem is called...
It's very serious.
Lost.
All right, hold on.
All right, here we go. Whoa. Cubone, you are a kind, sweet, tender soul, burdened without a mother, leaving in your heart a hole. Tear-stained skulls reverberate with cries. Some nights you see her with your heavy, laden eyes. Although you refuse to show your weary face, just know I'll be there in each and every place, to rock you fast asleep as the night passes by. Haunted, mournful melodies will turn into lullabies. Cubone, you might be broken, shattered at the core, but to me you're the Pokemon all I need and more. Cry not, sweet child, in the absence of a mother, for I will fill the void as your newfound human brother. Boom.
Wow, that was so good, Corbin.
What can
excellent
I say?
job.
What can I say? And I wrote it in like 23 seconds too. I timed myself this time.
I like how it rhymed. I like the rhymey parts. Very good.
The rhymey parts? Yeah. I think that's the technical term in a poem, the rhymey parts.
Are you at this point in time saying that you are going to be the human brother of all Cubones out there? Or is there one specific Cubone?
Well, I liked...
Oh, yes?
I mean, I would like to be a brother to all Cubones, but specifically, I would love to adopt the Cubone you had today, who I named Calvin. And
I wasn't aware. When did you name him Calvin?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't know where you got the Calvin idea from.
You guys are probably over speaking, talking over me, But I think
over speaking.
I think Calvin.
Sure.
I would have adopted him, but Shaq kind of came in and took that thunder from me. But maybe I can get visitation rights or something.
Okay. Maybe. All right. Excellent job, Corbin. You'll get full marks for this one.
Thank you.
All right, let's hear Mr. Kurz. Mr. Kurz, if I recall correctly, you always get a different type of poem for your poems. Did you do so today?
Oh yeah, I hope you're ready for it.
Sure. Are you gonna tell us what type of poem it is, or are you just gonna go for it?
Oh no, you have to guess.
Oh, I don't know poems.
But this is academic, Professor. Come on now.
Yeah, not my kind of academia.
I'll tell you at the end if you don't know.
Okay, great.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Cubone, how sad do you moan?
Oh, ew,
Why
wait,
are
like
you
that.
Why are you all alone, covered by your mother's stained skull bone? How I wish I knew the face it entombs. The rattles and cries and tears you shed for your dead mother is well known. But maybe you will evolve when your pain is outgrown. but for now, fear not, for I will take you home. Okay. Except you're a weak ground type, so actually no.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wow, you did not stick the landing there.
I don't want to hear that slander. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, what, was it just an A poem or something?
It was just that is what I like to call the elementary school special. Every line rhymes.
Okay.
Every line rhyme. Well, normally when you do that kind of, it's like an A-B kind of thing. This was A.
You know, I was thought about doing that, but I realized I was too old for that, you know.
How old are you?
I'm 10.
Oh, 10, yeah.
You know, I did a limerick and nobody recognized all the work I put into it. So, you know, I thought I would...
Yeah, get stupid with it. Get stupid, you know? Who cares?
Go back to my roots. Get back and get in touch.
Get stupid. It's a participation thing. I'm not grading you. Although maybe one of these days I'll make a rubric for it. We'll see.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, excellent job to the both of you. Full marks today. I was very, very proud. I do love Poem Day. It kind of like gets us free from the whole... kind of like rigid thought processes.
Unleash me from the mortal coils of quizzes, please. God.
See, Corbin loves it. This is when he really gets to shine, I feel like.
It's, I feel like it's the only thing I'm actually decent at.
Yeah, true.
I don't know, Professor. Any day to take emotion out of the equation, I think this would have been the one. But...
What? No, we got to get in touch with our sad side on this one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get sad, Curtis. Get sad. Come on.
Yeah, get sad.
Cry a little bit.
All right. No. Anyways, that does it for our lesson on Cubone. Does anybody know who we're talking about next? I really hope you do, because I said it a lot.
I did. I actually wrote it down. It is... Hold on, let me see here. Muhammad? Oh, wait, no, that's a smudge. Marowak.
Yes, yeah, we're learning about Marowak. I'm glad that you did get there. We're learning about Marowak, the evolved form of Cubone. It is a ground type, unless you're an Alola. That's a little special kind of teaser for you to come back to the next lesson to see what type Alolan Cubone is. But that's
I love it when you tease me, Professor.
Ew, I don't like that. That's gross.
Curtis, that borderline's on not family friendly, okay?
If you, the students at home, have any questions for me, the professor, you can send me a Gmail or Gengar mail at wwopokemon@gmail.com. If you don't have a Gengar mail account, hey, that's fine. That's fine by me. You can also find us on the Flying Pokemon-themed social network site, Twitter, where they're at wwopokemon as well. But that's going to do it for today's lesson.
Professor, hey,
yes?
I think someone's at the door.
Okay, well, I'm trying to end the lesson here, Mr. Curtis. So.
It's not
polite.
Hold on. Let me get the door.
It's not polite. It's not polite.
Oh, it's what did you name him, Corbin?
Calvin? Hey, Calvin, what's up?
Calvin, what you got on your head there, Calvin?
Oh God.
Is that? Oh. It didn't cut off Jigglypuff's face, did it?
Is that Shaq?
Oh my God.
Oh no, guys! It's just a pink bag.
I thought it cut. I thought it had Shaq's head on it for a second.
Yeah, it was. Had us all fooled there for a second.
Hi Shaq. Hey, okay, all right. Yeah, keep your baby under control, please.
Shaq is here too.
Oh God, keep your baby under control. You're just here to hear the
all right, that's it. I'm dismissing everybody. Class is over. So until next time, class is dismissed. Welcome to the World of Pokemon is a part of the Pokecasters Network.